Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, why is it, or what is it stopping me? What's stopping me from being successful? Whether it is health, finance, or relationship, at some point of our life, I feel that we all question ourselves and say, what's the difference between that person and myself? Why is it this person can achieve these things and what's stopping me from getting it? No, the truth is, we all born gifted. We have all of us have some kind of talent. Some people blessed with multiple, some people have one, some people have two. But we all born with a talent. What we do with it, no, that's a whole different question and statement. So today, I want to go over 10 things that can help towards being successful at almost anything. And I'm going to choose three main things that I feel most people focus on and use those as like example or guides throughout these 10 things that we can do. So I'll use health, relationship, and finance as these things that I believe that most people try to be successful at. So the first step one, in being successful at something or anything, is find out what you want to be successful at. Seems like it's common sense, right? But we all know common sense isn't so common, right? So finding out what you want to be successful will be step one. So do I want to be successful at having good health? Is it having a good relationship? Or I want to be more financially independent? So these things, finding out what is the first step. The second step will be finding out why. No, the key thing with finding out your why is that it can never be about money, right? Cannot be about money. The reason why it cannot be about money is that you will lose motivation if you realize that there's no money attached to it, right? But if you make it be about something else, then you can continue. And even when you gain money and reach your goal, you will continue to do it because now it become a part of you, right? And you have a deeper passion or reason behind your why. The third component is doing research and studies. So let's go into that now. There's YouTube, there's books, getting a mentor. All these things can apply to if you want good health, a better relationship, or you want to have better finance. After you do the research, then the fourth step is get into action. Start. The problem with most people is that them do so many research, them have so many knowledge, but them don't start. You have to start, right? So start can be a lot of things. So start can be just one small thing that you do differently. So if it's good health, say to yourself, okay, you know what? I'm going to eat one fruit per day. If it's a relationship, then you say to yourself, okay, I'm going to go out more. I'm going to build a dating profile. I'm going to start dating. If it's finance, then say to yourself, okay, I'm going to save 10% of my income. But start. That's the key thing. Number 5, be committed to the process. Now that you start, you want to make sure that you understand that this is a process and it's a journey. It won't happen overnight. So there will be roadblocks. You will run into a brick wall. You will face some kind of failure, right? But if you go into it with the mindset and prepare that failure is not an option, and the word fail actually means your first attempt in learning, you will be better equipped to acknowledge it and move forward because you already know, listen, there's going to be days that I won't eat that one fruit. There's going to be days that I won't be able to go out and meet, or if I do meet someone, the person probably not going to be my type. There's going to be paychecks that you're going to say, you know what, I can't save this 10% this time. So understand those things and be able to move along, but continue the process, right? Continue to save the 10%, continue to eat that one fruit per day, continue to go out on dates. The sixth step is eliminate distraction. So now that you start, you have to eliminate distractions in order for you to stay focused. You have to be laser focused. Remember, you're trying to be successful, right? So when it comes to health, the distraction of health, if you're the type of person that go out a lot and you drink a lot of alcohol, maybe you want to eliminate going out so many times and cut down on the drinking. If you say to yourself, all right, you know what, I'm gonna pick one thing from my diet that I know is detrimental, that I really know someone really need it, but I'm gonna try to cut it out. So you can say, all right, you know what, I'll cut out going to fast food every day, I'll go once a week as a treat. Or I'm gonna cut out soda totally, right? So eliminate the distractions. If it's relationship, listen, truth be told, reduce spending times with these single people who you know don't want to be in a relationship. If your passion is to have a successful relationship, try eliminate those distractions. If you have single friends who want to be single and always be single, they're always going to do things to keep themselves into that position. You want to do things and eliminate distraction that will help you put you towards a better situation. Come on to finance. budget your treats, right? Budget things that you do, or get creative with how you have fun. Having fun don't always necessarily equal spending money, right? Or if you have a lot of free time, create another stream of income. What that means, start a YouTube channel, learn how to, whatever. Just find something to eliminate distractions, because in Jamaica, they have this saying to say the devil find work for idle hands, right? So you want to eliminate as much distractions as possible. Now the seventh, and one of the most important one too, choose your circle. Now I'm going to say something that might rub people the wrong way, because all our life we put this word in a bad quotation. So use people, right? So number 7, it's choose your circle. And what I'm suggesting is that you use people. So for example, you want better health. You say to yourself, in order for me to achieve better health, the reason why, your why, is because you want to build self-esteem. You want to have a great body, right? Use someone, find someone who go to the gym every single day and use them and say, hey, I want to use you. I want to become your friend because I want to have a body like yours. And I want to have the commitment and discipline to go to the gym every day. So I want to use you, right? Now, when you be transparent like that, that person will, if the person chooses, right, that person might get something out of it also, which that person might say, you know what, I get the companionship. I wanted somebody as a gym partner. So when you're using that person is getting something out of it. Now, let me clarify this. When I say using people, the negative way people think about using people is not what I'm saying. When you use people negative, it's almost like you're lying and you only want self-gratification. You don't think about the next person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying be transparent and tell the person why you want to become their friends. You never know. Them will want your friendship also, right? The 8th thing is develop a discipline. And when I say develop that discipline, it means find something that's aligned with gaining whatever you want to be successful at, and do something every single day that you know is achievable. So you have to be realistic. So for health, if it's, listen, every day, the first thing I'm going to drink a glass of water, or the last thing before bed, I'm going to drink a glass of water. Choose that. Become disciplined with it. If it's relationship, say to yourself, all right, you know what? Every single day, I'm going to send one compliment to my spouse. If that's the discipline, then that's it. And finance, I'm going to stress this till I can't stretch it, not stress it no more. Put aside 10%. Make that become a discipline. This way, you learn how to manage. Now, look at the trick about discipline now. When you save 10%, that first 10% might be $100. When you develop that discipline, you'll have $1 million and not feel the need to touch that $1 million, because that's a discipline when you put aside 10%. 9th thing that you have to do towards being successful at anything is reflect, right? Self-reflect. So whatever you set the goal as, whether it's a 6-month goal or a 1-year goal, you want to make sure that at some point you reflect and you look back at the 6 months that you have done and said, okay, you know what? During the 6 months, these are some things that I've seen that I've done that I can improve upon it. Don't beat up yourself. Understand that failure is part of the process. Understand that. Now, key thing that I didn't mention in the earlier part, when you find out your what and your why, you want to make sure that you write down what these things are. When you do your research, you'll make sure you write down the goals. You set a realistic goal and write it down, so that when you start, everything that you're doing, you put it in writing. Now, the reason why I put that in is because when you write down things, it makes it easier for you to accomplish them. And when you write them down and you start to accomplish it, you'll realize that you're spending your time more effectively and more wisely. All right. So 9th was reflect, self-reflect, and then look at opportunities that you've done that you know you can improve upon. So if you know you miss doing this once or twice, set yourself, all right, now that I've developed a better process, now let me move forward and do better than for the next 6 months. And then at the end, when it comes to the year and you done your thing, celebrate, reward yourself. What that mean, you know what? I'm going to reward myself by, you know, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy myself one sneakers that I did want to buy. But please make sure your reward is within your plan. So especially when you're talking about the finance part, don't save the 10% then to spend all of it on your reward. Because when you realize that you create this discipline, make sure that that 10% don't just throw away down the sideline, right? When it comes to health, you're not going to reward yourself by saying to yourself, all right, now I'm going to eat everything I want to eat for the next week. No, you reward yourself realistic based on your plan and your discipline. No, once you follow these components, I feel like I can almost guarantee that you'll see some improvement and eventually you'll be successful at whatever you choose. Now, just to reflect on these 10, remember, step 1, find out your what. Step 2, finding out your why. Step 3, doing the research. Step 4, start to action. Step 5, be committed to the process. Step 6, eliminate distraction. Step 7, choose your circle. Step 8, develop discipline. Step 9, reflect. Step 10, celebrate your success. Let me know what your thoughts leave them down in the comment. Please like and share, subscribe if you feel like this is definitely some good content and you feel like you would like to hear more.